Hello, and welcome back to Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. Today, there's not that many hunts left to finish the 4-star quests. Unless more quests are unlocked in other villages and such, but there's a few that are probably going to be less fun, is my guess. Like, this is a repeat. It's kind of repetitive. I don't know if the Shogun Ceanataur will be fun. I will probably use aerial style because that feels like it would help a lot. I don't think Volvidon will be particularly fun. Aerial style might be a good idea because I think the attacks in the air can't bounce, so it might be helpful for that. Then I have this. But the thing that I've been thinking about the hunting styles is sort of a case where it feels like aerial might be a good choice. I hate this system. I really wish the hunting arts saved on a per style basis, because having to swap that every time is obnoxious. But like, aerial style feels really good in a few cases. I think it's really good against the Daimyo Hermitor because it kind of makes a lot of his potential attacks very avoidable. And you can attack the shell, which is not effective for DPS, but it's safer. It's kind of interesting to see the difference in the Zenny value. Oh, it's a capture. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I was originally planning to do this. I forgot that I was originally planning to do that, but I think I want to start with capture Shogun Ceanataur. Just to get one of these hunts that I don't think I'm gonna enjoy out of the way. Because Shogun Ceanataur is a bleed applicator. Oh, eat. And I don't oh, does the gray indicate that I didn't eat? That would be nice. But it might also be an indicator of capture quest. I don't think there's bleed resist. I'm just gonna go with attack. Maybe it's the wrong choice. No, Bombardier is interesting as a name, but I probably want black belt. If I procs, which it might not. But yeah, I was talking about styles. Like, adept style seems good in a lot of cases, but like, using it against Malfestio, it seemed good initially. Good when I wanted to activate it. But then I did Malfestio with Striker style, and it felt way better. Like, there's a certain division where one style might feel... Well, most of the styles are not that varied, I'm pretty sure, but most of... It can be a case where you think using a specific style makes it easier, but then you try it with a different style and like, oh, I was wrong. And I'm unsure as to what the case is for a lot of hunts. Like, I can't imagine Daimyo Hermitor not being able to jump over it. Like, that's one where I'm fairly confident aerial style is helpful. And by extension, Shogun Ceanataur might help as well. Like, I also think lance might be a good idea. Like, just craft a lance for just Shogun Ceanataur. Because at least in Rise, it was super easy with a lance. You block everything, it eventually falls over. Then you can start hitting it. But it's a little involved. Like, you have to try the hunts with every available style, potentially. I'm surprised that basically everywhere here is hot. I originally assumed it would be 8 and 6 only, but every zone that's orange and red, I guess, is hot. It's just surprising that it's not restricted to the red zones. I'm rushing to the red zones because that's the place that I've seen the Shogun Ceanataur before. And I figure I didn't bring extra cool drinks because I assumed it would only be 6 and 8 at most, sort of. So I didn't think it would be all hot zones. I need to remember this is a capture quest. And that at least the Daimyo Hermitor does a very poor job of alerting that it is in capture range. Not quite. Okay, here's the thing. If I can kind of do this from the side, it will be maybe slow, i.e. But ideally, I'll be able to resist the... These have poison. Really? There's something poisonous here. Yep, no, I couldn't get away. I'm doomed. Okay, I timed it correctly, luckily. Yeah, this is one of those things where, like, maybe aerial is bad. Because if you get into the air just as it decides to tunnel, you don't have time to put stuff away, so you have to roll to get away. But the rolling is relatively awkward with aerial style, because it's harder to just spam to escape. But I think Shogun Ceanataur has a habit of, you know, falling over easily. Making it a more, accessible monster. That's not the angle I quite what I wanted, but... Ooh, that was lucky. That didn't bounce, that's unlucky. That was bad. Okay, it's exhausted, that's really helpful. That's why I think, like, that exactly there is kind of why I'm thinking aerial's good. Because it does avoid a lot of the swipe and claw attacks in this style of enemy, on this style of enemy. I didn't get blood there. Still not blood, that's good. But yeah, okay, see. I don't know if, I haven't actually checked if Quick Sheath exists in this game. But every time I fight one of these crab guys, I always hope, I always wish that I had Quick Sheath. Because the sheathing is just slow enough. That it feels like it would be very helpful. Didn't bounce. This is where the aerial has the detrimental, like... Ah, bleed, I'm gonna... not escape because this is not an exit. I'm dead, probably. Or not, I'm lucky. This stupid control scheme is trash. Like the mechanic where I'm inputting, I stop inputting, I press A, and if you do it slightly too quickly, it rolls, is so frustrating. And it's never more frustrating than when you're bleeding and trying to crouch. because that's the only time you ever use it. Like I don't think it's been improved in World or Rise. I think it still occurs. And like, yes, it's something that can be dealt with by being more patient, but it's goofy feeling. Because you stop inputting a direction, you shouldn't be rolling. And keep in mind that I need to capture this. Yeah, I wanted to... Originally I was going to do Prowler focused hunts today. I think I'm going to do Prowlers after this. I think it's sort of... I don't like Volvidon, at least in Rise. So... I'll do Shogun Ceanataur today, because I don't like Shogun Ceanataur either. Do the Prowler. There will probably be a few Prowlers left after today. Then I can do stuff and Prowler next time, and it should be a good, better distribution. That's where it lands on the ground. That was the fake out. It keeps falling. It's so good. This is what makes Shogun Ceanataur a little less awful. If it didn't constantly fall, I think it would be one of the more annoying monsters in the game. In, like, the series, even. In my personal opinion. Here's the detriment of aerial. It's very awkward to roll. I hate this. It's such a weird way to move. I just got to reload. That was the most important part. Hey, what? That, I don't think that was the... I thought I was facing away from the Ceanataur. I'm doomed. I'd rather stand on the fire. Just let my natural recovery recover the rest. And heal. Yeah, the healing changes, at least again, at this point, are so minor. Like, is it... That is definitely... Okay, capture. Good. Wonderful. If that's not capture, I'm going to complain. But, like, stationary healing, losing it's not the biggest issue. At least in my mind. Like, I think healing on mounts is a little shakier. But the, like... basic level of moving healing is not a problem, I think. As is probably, I think, said fairly often, stuff is faster in the newer games, so moving is more valuable. I don't know if it'd be necessary, given that you can just run away easily. Like, if you desperately need to heal, you can run away. There's scenarios where you can't heal in this game, where you probably couldn't heal in Rise or World in the same way. Like, the moving just adds a different, like, you can aggressively heal and then adjust a little. Rolling out of healing, though, is a different thing. Like, being able to cancel out of the healing, I can understand being against that. The moving is not the issue. The canceling after you make a bad choice is more of an issue. But the way it heals as a gradual restore means that it would be more punishing if you couldn't roll out. Whereas this, it heals you and then has a bit of an animation after, and the heal's fairly quick to fully get the value of the heal. I guess I'll talk to this and see what the urgent quest will be, I guess. Yangaruga. I'm not going to do that right now. That's going to be in a day or two. Venom. I can't picture it. I think I'll recognize it for sure, but... Okay, good. No other quests. So yeah, it's Prowler time, but... That's quick. Very... Like, Shogun Ceanataur I think is relatively squishy. Like, it's not a... I'm very happy. Ah, I forgot that I put this armor on. The... Tiga? The Tigrex cutesy armor with the stone helmet. It's so silly. I wanted to specifically look for not... Wait, there's something a wrath. She said something about a wrath. She isn't going to repeat it. Is there a danger warning on the urgent quest? There isn't. Huh. Oh, I'm going to do this. This one hopefully will be pretty quick. I just need to break the head. I have Big Boomerang. I have a Nargacuga Boomerang, which might help. I didn't check anything about Nargacuga Boomerang because I'm not really worried. I just picked it because it was at the end of the list and I could make it. I had to sacrifice a couple materials, but... What kind of veteran employer does that sort of... Oh yeah, I'll bet that I can... That you can wound... That I can wound the head of a great Macau faster. It's pretty, rude to the great Macau to use them in a bet. I should have eaten, shouldn't I? Because cats can eat to get more HP, can't they? Oh well. Maybe they can't. I haven't actually checked. I like the aesthetic of the Macaws. I like the green feathers that kind of look like scales. Because of the graphics, probably. I don't think they're designed to look like scales. It's just because of the graphical capabilities. They look like scales instead of feathers. Oh, I need to replace my palicos. They're frowning. Oh yeah, I don't have, should get piercing and big boomerangs up and running quick. I wonder if piercing is more important than big. Oh, not quite in range. Piercing would help the chance of actually hitting the head when I'm in this sort of position. I don't know if boomerangs... I wonder if it should be better to go melee instead of boomerangs to try to break the head. I wonder if Prowlers can get, like, Part Breaker as, like, a Palico skill. I feel like it should be close, but only because of the hit count. It's been hit so many times, but probably not very hard. And it's over. Be quick. I was hoping it would be scripted to run away, like embarrassed that its head got broken. Or well, crest got broken. It would have been funny. Yeah, that was easy. What up? Oh, it was on the ground, kind of in like a bridge. So angry. Nothing it can do. That took 2 minutes 40 seconds. 60 palicos can be hired. Ooh, Gypsaros. Or Gypsaros, I don't know. What is the flyer in the middle on that? Is it just a generic flying wyvern? Or is it like, I don't know if it's the name that they're referred to as, but like Steve is a name. Oh, Gargwa eggs. Bullfangos. These are all kind of dull. I'll do one more. Yeah, I'll do one more Prowler, and then I guess I will do another one of these quests, because there's duplicates. I guess this will probably have a duplicate as well, so I guess I'll do the Volvidon after I do one more Prowler. I somehow I forgot that I should have expected that there would be a duplicate Ceanataur quest. But actually, this one, I think it said hunting, not capture. And if it is hunting and not capture, that is an appropriate adjustment. One capture, one hunt is annoying, but it at least has a purpose. Whereas if they just go, oh yeah, we'll just have you hunt 2 of these boys, like just 2 of the same hunt quests in a row, it's just, what's the point? But having the option where one of them is a capture makes it more interesting, because I hate capturing, and being forced to capture is the only way I'll ever capture. No, that's not true. It's just that in this game, it's so much harder to... it's not as trivial to know that they're in capture range. Like in Rise, it's a convenient way to wrap up a fight early. But if the monsters... I guess I should go the other path, because I know there's Bullfangos there. If the monsters don't indicate by limping to the next zone, you don't know you can capture them most of the time, at least to my knowledge. There might be other tells that are subtle. But the that means if they don't switch zones, at least for me, I generally can't tell, oh, they're in capture range. I can capture them now to save a minute or two, just in pure time. Oops. Like, it effectively means that I would only capture of my own free will if I'm lucky enough to be carrying the gear, which I'm not going to be carrying the capture stuff because it's not... the inventory is so much more limited. That's actually an important factor that I didn't really think about. In Rise, I was totally willing to go to every single hunt carrying capture gear, like traps and trank bombs. I don't know if they're called bombs. Like, I would go to every single hunt carrying them the whole game, even hunts where it was not a hunting. It wasn't a hunt, it was a slay. I'd always bring them. And I wouldn't use them 90% of the time. But inventory space wasn't an issue. So I didn't have to worry about the waste of space that was the traps. In this game though, inventory is... Well, it's not an issue if you're not gathering anything. And since I'm lazy, I'm not gathering properly, but... If I was properly gathering during hunts, then inventory space is a hot commodity. There's so much... It's so restricted compared to Rise and World even. That wasting space on stuff that I probably won't use isn't worthwhile. Which in turn means I don't bring the stuff, which means I don't capture outside of capture quests. I've just started. Maybe that will change. Oh cool, Aptonoth family. But I'm not expecting that to change. I should be gathering while doing this actually. I really should be. Particularly bugs and metal. Bugs and rock are what I need to be collecting at all times. Because herbs and stuff I can collect on the hunter without carrying consumable pickaxe and bug net. So I should be gathering the things that require consumable tools instead of herbs that don't and mushrooms that don't. And a bunch of zones have a single mining point that can give carbolite. I can't remember if it was carbolite, but a higher tier metal that I could use to upgrade one of my switch axes and make it a lot better. Kind of want to beat up Mosswine, but that's rude. Okay, Big Boomerang has worn out. I think I activated them at basically the same time. I don't know when exactly Big Boomerang wore out. If it wore out just before I noticed it, then they might actually share basically the same duration, which would be interesting. Oh, that's actually better. The cat catches itself better than the hunter does. These small monster quests are a little goofy. Because, like, to my limited knowledge, I don't think there even are 10 bullfangos, not bull drums, bullfangos on this map. Which means being sent here to kill 10 because 10 more can spawn, so you have to kill them again. It's just, it feels weird instead of... If they placed 10 across the map and you didn't have to rely on respawns, I think that would be welcome. But I think there's only like... There's like a few less than the necessary amount, so you have to wait for a couple respawns. Unless there's more than 2 here, or more than 3 here. I was thinking 2 more visible here. I'm at 5, this brings it to 8. Wow. Not even staggered at all by the Big Boomerang. I'm not going to bother gathering those right now. That's actually pretty quick. Like, it's a full combo of throws, but it's only slightly slower than killing it with a switch axe. Where before I had a Big Boomerang, it was distinctly slower than killing them with the switch axe. Like, the switch axes run up sword mode attack to draw, sword mode draw attack. and then maybe 1 or 2 more attacks and it's dead. It's pretty comparable. 1 respawn, 2 respawn. I'm done. Easy. Yeah, I guess I'll do Volvidon. The issue with Volvidon is I don't know what style I want to use. I'm thinking aerial because of the crowd control. Crowd control. It's a single enemy, but wait, that's like CC is used for like, you know, not debuffs, but debuffs are debuffs, but like it's a common term in games for crowd control effect. But if it's only applying 1 person, it's not really a crowd control. There's no crowd. But I think you would still generally refer to it as CC because the term has lost its original meaning of the words, as most terms tend to. I mean, a stun being knocked down is a debuff. But debuffs generally mean like increased damage taken, decreased damage dealt, poison, tick, bleed. It's generally not... well, in action games, it's more reserved for... debuffs more reserved for those types of things instead of like stuns. Stuns are debuffs, but... if you were playing like an isometric ARPG and your build was a stun build, you wouldn't call it a debuff build. A debuff would imply slows and damage down, and I think a lot of it would be dots maybe, but I'm not sure if debuffs qualify as dots because it's debuff, so it's a negative buff. Slows, increased damage taken, stuff like that. So probably not poison. Reducing the amount of resistance they have, stuff like that. Okay, I'll do 1 more real hunt, and then I'll see where I'm at. They're only at 2. They're not that sad. Assist and small first is bad, but that can be adjusted, so I might as well level it up. I probably want 4 healing palicos, I think, so that I can alternate between 2 of them, 2 pairs, if I just want healing. I also have protection. I don't know what they do. Ah, taunt. Okay, that makes sense. Taunt and emergency retreat feel kind of at odds with each other. It makes sense. Like, you're in danger, you have to retreat. It's logical. Detox Horn might be really good. Oh, just stench and poison. Okay, there's not other stuff. Though poison's the main. Base of Vitality is always good. I just don't know how. What? Always? Maybe generally good? Yeah, I'll just pick up 1. I know, I want 2 of each. Jinx is kind of an ironic name. I should have a large only. Small, large, small, balanced. Okay, let's take the large only. Though that's probably the easiest thing to fix. I need to change the target. This is one of those specific things that is great about this game though. Because of the saving system, where you have to manually save, which is kind of annoying. Except for the fact that it's on the Switch, so you can suspend it very easily. I should actually... I should be doing these, like... Because this one has... a golden fish catcher if I unlock it. And like they have specific value. Like that's probably a pretty good one for a fighter. But I got distracted and I forgot what I was about to say. Unfortunate. Well, it was basically I need to change this. Was one of the most important parts. And that adjusting the target is probably less effort than adjusting the other. Yeah, meditation can change their target. So like if I wanted to swap this from small first to large first, it's easy. Whereas getting the skills is, it seems like there's limited slots, so it might be more of a concern. But also I don't think I'm going to use a protection palico very often, so I'm not too worried. So I'm still on Aerial. I really think I want Aerial for Volvidon. Like if it's anything like Rise Volvidon, I probably will prefer this so that I can hop over it and stuff. Is red hunt? Gray is capture? Or is gray like I can't figure out what the color of the note above the head is. I think red must be hunt. Unless that said slay, in which case I wasn't reading properly and I wasn't paying any attention. Black belt. Oh, I have a new recipe I could get. Oh, just a bistro ticket. Oh, I can get Mithy bistro ticket. Hey. I assume it's not a purchase. Oh, I'm talking to him apparently. I assume I don't have... Like, I don't have, like, the corn popper. Huh? I mean, one, what is this visual? Oh, it's a shield. Okay. It's weird that's called a Teostra gun lance when it's not made with Teostra parts, but maybe that's something about the statue. It's a Teostra statue. I'm mostly just curious because I've gotten a bunch of, I've gotten a few Chameleos, it's statue charge blades and weapons. Weird. There it is. So yeah, this is the type of comedy weapon. And this uses bistro tickets, okay. That's what I wanted to look at to make sure. Where am I hunting? Probably the dunes? Volcano, even worse. Stable environ. Hunt. See, I don't need to bring... I don't need to bring capture gear. Giant boulder. I mean, a giant boulder versus a monster. Like, a monster is worse, but giant boulder is not very good if it's if it's falling towards you. My guess is it could be anywhere. Maybe it could be 8, because that goes down to 7. It's like, I know nothing about the monster. This is, ooh, that's a different color. Wow. It's so much brighter red, as opposed to like orange. I wanted to eat before I ran into it. It's so much redder. It's so weird. I should check what the subquest was, actually. Unfortunate timing on that. Yeah. So far it's just as annoying. All the movement is what made it most annoying in Rise. So currently I'm glad I picked Aerial, because there will be more times where I can get it to stay still. I'd rather just get the energy charge, even if the swing doesn't hit. Hey, a broken shell. Nice. Which I think is good for the aerial style. I think it's a point in its favor. Though it could actually just be a point in the favor of the switch axe and the elemental discharge. It's not elemental discharge, is it? It could be. But it shouldn't be, because Charge Blade is the one that has, like, amped element discharge. And they wouldn't name it that similarly, would they? This movement is why I hate this monster. Constantly moving around. And it's just obnoxious because of it. Like, it's not the most dangerous monster. It's fairly... I'd say it's fairly, weak overall. But it's just kind of annoying. Oh, they changed how the gas works. I don't think the, Rise version did gas in all directions. It only seemed to do it behind it. Okay, you can't go above it. It's good to know. I don't actually know what the stink does. It has no... It doesn't seem to have a super clear effect. That's a long tongue. Oh, did the item on the ground get picked up by my cat? Or did it get deleted because I didn't pick it up quickly enough? Oy, oy, oy. Just let me throw a paintball because I forgot to do it earlier. Oh, I can't heal. That's what stink does, I guess. That's kind of threatening. At least I'm assuming it's stink, is what I'm assuming the name is, based on, you know, how it's applied and the list on that one Palico skill. Or a support move is what they're called. Very effective. Oh, that's unfortunate. Literally no time to attack between the first and second. And if it had gone for a third in a row, it would have been an impossible mount to succeed. It looks like it's struggling on its rolls. I can heal. Yeah, it's limping. Easy. Okay, this did not go bad. It's still annoying. I hate the movement, but it did not go poorly. Oh, yeah, I didn't have to drink it. So I forgot. Yeah, this seems like an effective aerial, but again, it could be a case of it's actually just as easy with any other style, if not easier. And I just happened to... It could just be the easiest monster in the game. And I could be missing out on that because I'm doing aerial instead. I should probably have the deodorants ready, huh? That's pretty helpful, probably, to clear the stink. Based on the fact that the deodorant that we were given, I'm assuming it is stink now. Or I'm more confident that it's stink. Here's one good thing about aerial style. Some monsters you can chase very effectively when they run like this. Not this one, though, because I messed up. But that's a me mistake, not a weakness, not a failing on the part of the hunting style. It's a personal failing. Though it's kind of a small monster, which doesn't help. But, oops. I need to move away from there, because I do want to harvest. What a slow roll. Don't. Over here, please. Thank you. This is exactly why I hate this monster. This is precisely why I think it's a bad monster and I never like fighting it. I mean, this game is worse about monsters behaving like that, where they constantly switch aggro to your palicos that are not following you. But the rolling to constantly move is my issue with Volvidon. A free trap, that's nice. Pretty funny ending. Trap gets made. Ooh, poison trap even. And I kill it right there. Yeah, that was okay. I wish it moved around a little bit less. But it was easy. Wonder if they can... Come here, bug. Can you kill yourself with the poison? Or does the poison only apply if you're trapped and you can't get trapped, so you can't get poisoned? I think that's the case. See, Volvidon's not bad. At least with this particular style. It might be even better with other styles. kind of want to see what happens. Whether loading will continue to delay, or whether it will trigger instantly after I go through. Kind of just a test. It feels like it's taking longer, but that could just be a placebo effect. It's not a placebo. A placebo is something that actually means something. It actually has an impact despite something not actually being, no medication actually being given. It's not a placebo. It would be, I don't know, confusion. Because placebos are people actually getting better in certain contexts, not just thinking they are better. They think it's improving, and it does improve, is, I believe, a proper placebo. Oh yeah, 51. I can go for one more, maybe. I'll wrap up the Uroktor quest. Noise violation, marshlands mission. They didn't give me a duplicate again. How polite. I bet that was a quest though, wasn't it? So I might get a duplicate after I finish this. Or another quest at least. Yep. Volvidon again. Figures. It's so weird. I hope it's a capture, except they're talking about eating it, and you don't really need to capture something. It'll keep it fresher for longer, but... yeah, it's a hunt. It's so silly. I can't believe I had my hopes up for not having to do another duplicate hunt. Yeah, so all the ones left are duplicates. So next time, after I can do the Uroktor right now. I'm thinking next time I do... so next time should be Thursday-ish. If it's Thursday-ish, there's one more before the weekend, which means I don't need to finish all of these. If I aim to do... if I finish this next time, finish 4 stars next time, then do the urgent quest plus a couple quests in the 5-star, I think that's the goal. Because if there's only one more Prowler quest, that would be great. But it's possible doing one more will unlock additional quests. I don't need to eat. These are just basic Uroktor. So it should be easy enough. Should be reasonably quick. Still could take 10 minutes. I should bring this just in case. I was gonna skip some of those, but... Uroktors are in the upper zones. There might be some in 4, but I don't think so. There are definitely none in 1 and 2, though. I'm fairly confident on that. Okay, there are Uroktors here. Wonderful. Oh, that's obnoxious. And they don't get super launched. Sweet. Okay, 2 aerials kills them. digs. It's pretty tedious that they dig, though. That's lethal. Good. They're quick enough to kill. Ooh, the tails! The tail design is pretty cool. Oh, I like that design. Not like crazy special or anything, it's just interesting. Yeah, I'll drink one of these. I probably won't die, but I'll drop to like 1 HP by the time this hunt is complete, probably. Is what it looks like, so. There's a chance I'll get hit once. There's a chance that the fire damage here can kill me. There's a chance that the fire damage tick by being in the area can kill me. So, might as well do the use of one cold drink. Okay, 3 Uroktors. That's pretty good. One more. Not quite the angle, but yeah, easy, good. Convenient. 1, 2, 3 plus a hit. 1 jump attack hit is enough. Yeah, that tail's really cool. It's like a swimmy, sideways swimming tail. Sideways swimming is a weird way to phrase it. I know what I mean, but it does not do a good job of communicating what I mean to say that. But like fish swimming as opposed to mammal swimming, where they sweep it side to side instead of up down. And then there's the tips are a little weird, like the spread top bottom pointy bits. Halfway, yep. It's a kind of a weird, it's an interesting design, I think. One, two. Hopefully there's 3 in zone 8 or 7. 7 or 8. Ah! The aerial jump interrupts. That's pretty good. Or seemingly sort of interrupts. It's probably one of the worst. One of the worst. Not worst. It's not the best small monster hunt. The roly-polies are the worst by far. Conchu, they're the most annoying because you hit them once they go flying. I think anything that goes flying on a single hit is the most annoying. Oh, that's a good aesthetic. That's very good. It's all very ugly from an objective standpoint, but context specific, it looks pretty good. Hello, Volvidon. I'm here to beat up these guys. Should probably sharpen actually, because then maybe if I don't sharpen, there's a chance that I won't be able to kill them in as 4 hits. No, don't you dare. Okay, I'm not going to carve this one. My throat is now uncooperative, but oh, maybe I will. Okay, it's facing away. That's enough. Now it's not. Bye. It's not worth carving them. If I need parts from them, I can get them in the future. Oh, that like... wait, the face is like a, Quetzalcoatl. Which is not at all similar to these as a creature, just the beak. Or at least the, my memory of the walking with dinosaurs, I think Quetzalcoatl. Oh, maybe it wasn't. No, it was definitely Quetzalcoatl. I hope Zone 3 has respawned. Well, I can't actually remember if there's anything in Zone 3. Yeah, no, I'll go back to Zone 4. No, Quetzalcoatl is... I have to specify dinosaur because otherwise it is a mythological god. Oh, no, it's not Quetzalcoatl. Oh, what is it? Walking with dinosaurs. Final flight? Maybe? Death of a dynasty? Nope, that's a T-Rex. Good. I now need to figure out what it was called. It's definitely not Quetzalcoatl. It's a different type of, Was it not Walking with Dinosaurs? It must have been. Walking with the Dinosaurs... Pterosaur... Yeah. There's a specific pterosaur. Anagnarthus? No, that's small. Ornithochirus? Yeah, Ornithochirus. I don't know how accurate their depiction was. Ornithochirus. It's difficult. Kind of one of those cases where it might be a low number of fossils that have been found. Yeah. The type species Ornithochirus simus is only known from fragmentary jaw tips. That's all they have. Which, like, the shape of the nose, or jaw tip, is similar to the Uroktor jaw, I think. Where it has, like, a curved top and bottom, but at the end, not the whole way along. Yeah, that's fun. I forgot what it was called. Quetzalcoatl is the bigger name in the giant pterosaur context discussion. Yeah. Next time I will do Volvidon, Nadrala again, and Shogun Ceanataur, as well as probably this one, and then any other quests that show up along the way. Hopefully I can finish. Hopefully that's the end of the 4 stars after I do all that. And then after that I can do the Urgent. I'm uncertain as to how Yanguruga will play. It will either be simple or really annoying, I think. Because if the poison's annoying enough, it could be a very annoying fight. But I'll have to see. So, after I collect my palicos, hire a couple of palicos, and switch the palico focus, it'll be time to wrap up. I love this. It's so fun. It's so simple, but it's so fun. I don't really need a fighter palico. I just want to pick up a couple. And this guy could get... I don't think fighters are the correct boomerang palicos. Ooh, iron transporter might be worth picking up. Nope. I was hoping it'd be a transporter. Convenience one, but it's not. I'm gonna pick this one though. Yeah, that's it there. A reward presumably for the number that I've hired. They're done. Oh. Send to item box. That's the last of those that I'm gonna do. So you switch for them. This switches for... I don't know. I should probably get mite seeds and adamant seeds. Okay. I should definitely do that. I'm gonna need a lot eventually. Oh wait, if there's a cart here, does that mean they're done? Or does that, is there a clear indicator of it being done that doesn't need me talking to the trader? Yeah, that's it though. Hopefully I'll be able to finish 4-star quests in the next 2 days. Well, the urgent isn't technically a 4-star, so hopefully I can finish the 4-star quests tomorrow. And if I go long I can, but I don't want to go too much over my intended approximate time. So yeah, I'll stop here. Have a nice day. Bye bye.